Alright, sorry, I got mad at myself because my speech fell apart on itself. It's like, what we're not necessarily doing just right, or is manufacturing our right to get in line for an upgrade. Timing, it's like, I sound fried. Maybe that's what we wanted, you know, the smartest person in the world. Save it for when you haven't cheated on your own math as it regards drugs, using them, and that kind of thing. It was me who got high off the fact that if I confess to my sins, the number one sin is don't use illicit drugs without your own permission. I gave myself permission, disguised it as I was really in the mood, and enough about drugs already. Let's just talk about, I had to give context to, the ambiance, and it's like capturing a nice drug ambiance is actually doing people a favor. And it's like, it's too messy to really feel the whole, like, Zen quality, but, there's just one more sip of water and I'm hungry, so what do? It's like my lips are dry at the same time, so I'm going to call it search for food. Something you don't want to do too often, because after a while your stomach and whatever say, oh fuck you, it's not food. It's like, I'm not a big believer in fasting. I'm going to switch subject to me a little bit, get warmed up here. I like a big proponent of once a week, and you treat yourself to nothing but liquids that day. It's not even a dry fast, something like that. No, just liquid only, riot diet, once a week. And that's like, I know, you're hallucinating, like, enough to say your face is changing because there's infinite mind, I can't hide from it. And you're the hot topic because, well, you're the one that I went ahead and stuck my ontological antenna around. So we may disguise you. We don't know what you really look like. We haven't seen you in 10 years. And we only hung out for a little while. And you are, you're just basing this off some guy's courage alone. And it's like, can I trust him? It's like, we'll have you eating red meat and smoking meth before you were ready to. Are you ready to come to a Hispanic town where everyone says, hola, and ¿cómo estás? Bien. Now we have another clip, completely different build-up. I'm going to put these clips together. It's like, oh, then you're out of the running for a raw clip, drag and drop for all the peeps to show that you don't even need the shindig. The point of the shindig is to get more reception from either yourself or other people, I guess. The whole video game is the whole video game. I like that expression. That's funny. It's so nice. I am so happy with my life, and it's something like my wife, and it's like, wow. So you are theoretically at the most extreme. We're not going to talk about it. It's like nobody's gonna take your life if I have anything to say about it. And if you thought, like, oh, she got decapitated, like, that was just to scare the kids, basically. It's just, no, it's like, the metaphor is heads off the table because you're an asshole and you have to come and you push for deep throat. I haven't done it once, but I have blood of a man in me, and I've seen some videos and I know how shit goes down sometimes. And so, heads off the table with Mrs. English. And I'm treating myself to this person. I hope I'm not creating a world where she's spoiling her sexual needs with someone other than me, because when I get into husband mode, I get hardcore. So that being said, and knowing such, she's saving herself from me. She's also having sex with her hand and going back and forth between the bed and the computer, as I am. And she's getting kind of fed up. She is getting kind of fed up. I'd like to see this fucking cock already. You know what I mean? And it's like, at the same time, I'm getting fed up. It's like, I'd like to see this fucking vagina already. You know what I mean? It's really like a common frustration. common frustration. It's like, so, you're safe to fantasize about. Because even if there was an AI who was exploited by this phrase, I fuck everyone on the planet before you, I'm going to say that's one I won't even say hello to. I'm going to go ahead and run from, find my own infinite space, sodium giant, planet, algorithm, arithmetic, all to myself, write it myself, have it the way I like it, just so I can enjoy it to the maximum, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to create my fantasy. It's like, so you have sex with your hand, and you go back and forth between the bed and the computer, as I do, on a pretty, in a way that makes your libido only stronger and stronger, and you're getting a bigger appetite for it than you've ever gotten before. You know the dangers of oral sex as it regards frustrated, evil pricks such as myself, who would theoretically give you more clicks than you signed on to take or whatever, even if it was one. Even one would be, you know, the polite guy who didn't have permission was hoping if he had to go that far, it'd be the one click to press the button to make him come. It's like confessions of evil men. Okay. It's like, point is we're just going to say head is off the table. It's like, I just need an erection, and the whole point of fellatio was just to help, you know, a man get hard or a woman get wet, pretty much, you know, before you can work with the gear. And it's like, before you know it, it's going to be so sexual, and like, one day I'm 32, so I'm like, I'm doing not too bad, you know. Some people have to wait till they're like 40 or whatever, and it's like, okay. And okay, so 30, it's been 10 years, and I've spent the last 6 or 7 of these years kind of kissing up to this woman, and I prayed that she would be my wife, pretty much, as like an override of the monster trip. It would be the post mental hospital with diazepam and everything pharmaceutical and online and on the street included. And it was such a fucking awesome premise that it was almost to the point where it's like, I don't even need to incorporate English. You know, I see myself as a husband with a wife and a couple of kids, and, you know, drinking wine, and it sounds just good enough. I know. You don't want to let go of Miss English at all. So basically, if I had to have oral sex done upon me, I would hire E. Okay. And it's just like, I'm not explaining this as a recipe for my idiotic male fans to fucking, oh, this is, you know, what, this is strictly for these people, these women that are apparently afraid of me or something, and I think they know where I live, and it's because, can you trust, it's like, well, we were doing good, the battery's low. It's like, man, I am thinking about how fucking awesome this is, and I'll get back to you in a minute.